Good morning, welcome back to the channel.
The weatherman was right. It's raining.
It is, and we're not even on a plane. We got a bit stuck at Praia Estéreo. The weather was so good and it was so lovely there that we've spent 2 nights there. But yes, time to move on today. So we're driving down the coast a little bit. We've got a couple of places we want to stop off at today. We're going to stop at A Coruña down the coast that we mentioned in the last video but never made it to because we got stuck here. And then we're going to be heading on to another little beach that I'm hoping will be something a little bit magical.
We have arrived in A Coruña and the weather is still rain. Huge car park here with lots of spaces for auto caravans, and there's cars parked in every single one of them. Luckily we've managed to find a corner spot where I can get the arse end of the van over the lawn, so we should be fine. Mickey and Rachel are just pulling up next to us, and then we're going to go for a walk in the wet. Yay!
I love that his nipples are like shiny brass because so many people have pinched them as they go past.
Tweak!
Can't resist a little nipple
I
tweak.
can't resist tweaking a nipple. Kath will tell you.
I'm saying nothing. So here we are in A Coruña and it is a wet one. Stu tells me this lighthouse here, which is, what's it called? Torre de Hercules, is the second largest in Spain at 55 metres. If that fact is wrong, it's his fault, he told me first.
He said 75 metres.
Very, very pretty lighthouse. Oh, I don't know, someone's shouting, Rachel's shouting 75 metres at me now. Who knows, eh? It'll be a mystery forever, darling. No, you're all right. It's a bit drizzly, isn't it, love?
It's a bit middly, yeah.
Gosh, chilly. Could have stayed in Britain for this. Which way? That way? We're going that way?
Alright.
Gonna walk up for a picture of the lighthouse?
Cold and wet.
Are you gonna do it anyway?
Could be worse, could be raining.
Sorry?
Oh yeah, wait a minute. I'm short of this hideous weather. It's a lovely bit of coastline. Shame we can't see half of it. Things we do for the tube, eh? Oh, we know how to live. Sheltering in the toilets. I'll have to whistle now, you'll hear the girls weeing. Oh, all this to see a few stone pillars. We were in Stonehenge a few weeks ago. Can't be as good as that. Oh, I'll be glad to get back in the van. Although we've just turned the diesel heater off, I think we'll be turning that back on to dry all the clothes out. It's not all sunshine. Are you having fun, girls?
Yes, brilliant. Can we drive south to Portugal now, please?
Now that sounds like a bloody good idea. And the sun's shining, well worth coming and have a look at. If it's raining, drive on by. Plan navigation travel advice. Take it or leave it. And that's your lot. Off back to the van, diesel heater on. It is horrible here. Weather-wise, the place is nice, just the weather. Back in the van, diesel heater on, complete change of clothes because everything is completely saturated. That's Kath looking at the map and the weather forecast. Looks like we're going to be moving a little bit further south. What say you?
Yeah, some really nice things we wanted to do on this northwest corner of Spain, but it's literally rain every day but one for the next 10 days or so. I've just looked as far down as Porto in Portugal, and we can go there if we want warm rain. So yeah, we're going to have a chat with Mickey and Rachel now, but I'm all for pushing south, to be honest with you. I'd rather do a couple of long drives, skip some places up here and end up on the Algarve in the sunshine than be trying to brave it out and trying to have fun here where it is. I mean, today's grim. We might as well be in the UK. It is not just wet, but it is absolutely freezing here.
Yeah, we just got it back in and the roof's leaking because we leave the max air on all the time. It was open and the wind's coming from behind and it's blown the rain up underneath the cover. And yeah, there was drips from the roof. We've shut it now and the drips have stopped, so we're hoping that it was just the wind blowing it up and through and we haven't got a leak. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, really wanted to go to Carnota, which is a beautiful village on the west coast, and really wanted to go to a place called Orense, which has a thermal river and baths you can go into, but none of those sound like very much fun with this weather. And today's special place where we were hoping to end up was a sea glass beach just west along the coast from here, but honestly, it's just not worth doing anything. I think we're just going to have a coffee now and just have a big driving day and try and push south a little bit and try and get out of this bad weather, I think. I don't know. We'll have a chat with Mickey and Rachel now and we'll let you know what we've decided when we decide.
The bathroom is now the drying room.
That tunnel system through A Coruña is quite something. You really want to know how high your van is. It's 3.2 metres and it literally felt like we just had a little bit of space in the lowest parts, but we got through there fine. But yeah, bizarre tunnel system. You get halfway through and then it says 2.1 metres and you're thinking, what? But that's just to a car park off on the left in the tunnel, which is just bizarre, yeah. Given the rain and given the day, I think we're pretty much done with A Coruña. In fact, I think we're pretty much done with the day. So we're going to push on a couple of hours south because it's quite late in the day now, and we're planning to end up in a place called Orense where the thermal river is. I mean, in an ideal world, we'd wake up tomorrow and all the weather would have changed and we could go and see the thermal river tomorrow, but it's not looking likely. I think we're just going to plan day by day now and see what the weather's like, and if we keep getting up and it's raining, then we're just going to keep pushing south and keep pushing south. So just be aware that there might be a lot of driving footage coming up, but you know what? We always say we'll bring it to you exactly how it is, and today this is exactly how it is. It's grim.
2.5 hours down the road and we're still in the rain, albeit not quite as much. We've driven through torrential downpours, we've driven through the clouds, and now we've arrived alongside a river. No idea what river, but what's the place we are?
Orense.
Orense, apparently. And as a park up goes, it looks quite nice. As you can see, still a little bit grey, but it's a lovely light this time of night. It's just about 6 o'clock, so we've got about half hour before the sun fully sets. That's one hell of a river. Good morning. Welcome to Barbantes. It's a little village about 40 miles from the Portuguese border, and it's well known for thermal springs. And we've had a look on the map, and there's quite a few thermal pools around this area. We've parked in an area de autocaravanes, which is supposed to have 3 pools for public use. Well, I had a walk down here this morning with the dog, and they are a little bit dry. So I guess we won't be using those. Now we've had a look on the map, and there's an area about 10-15 minutes drive down the road where apparently there are lots of thermal pools. So I think that's the plan today, is we're going to have a mooch down there, park up. We'll probably take it in turns, Kath and I, and then Mickey and Rachel, just to allow one pair to look after the other one's dog. I'm sure Flick would be fine down there, but Nala in water, she only wants to get in up to her ankles, and if we're in the water and she's not, she'll be a blooming nightmare. So yeah, I think that's the plan for the day. We're dodging showers at the moment. It's quite nice.
Welcome to Orense, the home of the thermals. So we've just driven from the small park we were at down here over the bridge and then to this car park, which is really big and full of motorhomes. There's plenty of people here. So there's a couple of public thermals just down the river here, just over the footbridge, and then just behind us is a paid thermal where you go in, and I think it's just €5. So I can see over there that there are people in their swimming costumes, so fingers crossed will be good, because where we were previously in that little village, although they had the thermal pools there, they were empty for the winter. So yeah, hoping we get a little dip in the thermal pool today, because that's always a nice way to spend the day, isn't it, especially while the weather's rotten. We're at the footbridge, lots and lots of people with rucksacks looking a bit damp, and we can see lots of people on the other side of the river, so I think we're definitely going to get our whole thermal experience today. Exciting. Yeah, I was feeling a bit after all the rain yesterday, and then having to skip through some places that we really wanted to visit. Might catch them on the way back up, but yeah, this is made up for it today. It did have some showers this morning, but the sun's trying to break through now, so can only wish. And I guess once we're in the thermal pools, it doesn't really matter if it rains, because we'll already be wet.
Well, we had a look at the free one, and it was full of moody locals. So we've walked down to the paid spa and left Mickey and Rachel there. We're going to take the dogs back to the van, give them a bit of peace and quiet, and then once they're finished, we will switch. They'll look after Nala, and we'll go and get clean.
Yeah!
No, we're already clean before we get in there. We're going to go and relax. That's what it is, isn't it, darling?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, we did go to the free one. I walked down there to have a look, but yeah, locals chatting. Oh, English, ha 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 ha. And I was like, oh, let's just walk up to the other one and see. Yeah, he was a bit stroppy, wasn't he? Oh, I've lost the dog.
Yeah, the spa is only €6.65. So it's only just over a £5 each. That in total, which is the 2 hours of use of the facilities, including the changing rooms. Seems like a bargain. £5 each. Happy days.
I suspect it will be nicer if it starts raining too.
Yeah, but it's not going to rain. We hope.
there we go. Mickey and Rachel are back at the van, and they've got the dogs now, so they're on dog sitting duty, and we're here at the thermal spa. So this paid one is a Japanese onsen style spa. I'm hoping I can leave my clothes on because that's not traditional in Japan. But they do say no cameras in there, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm going to get my boobies out.
I might sneak my camera in.
Yeah, they say no cameras in there, so we'll try and get a sneaky shot so you can see the inside, but we'll see how we go, and if not, then we'll see you on the other side, slightly damper and hopefully much more relaxed. Oh, that was the absolute best. Loved it.
I haven't been this clean for a long time.
My skin feels so good. It was absolutely stunning. I'm sorry we couldn't get any footage in there, but it just wasn't appropriate really. But to let you know what you can expect, you definitely don't need the dry, the warm, and nothing in there. You do not need it to be a nice day. We went in, lovely changing rooms, all magnetic, and then you go through into the onsen style, which is all like bamboo ceilings and things. It's all undercover, which is the Japanese style. You can just hop from pool to pool. So they say to spend just 10 minutes in each pool and then do the cold plunges in between. What do you feel about the cold plunges, Stu?
I did go in and it is cold. I'm not a fan of cold water, but after spending that long in the hot water, the cold was actually quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And then once you've done the onsen section, you could go out, and then it was a traditional Galician style thermals, which were all the thermal pools inside, outside, and again you just move from pool to pool. There's another cold plunge pool, and then there was another undercover bit, which when you got in there it was just so hot, it was just proper,
it was
like
a steam room.
Yeah, so you're kind of up to your waist in water, and then it's just filled with steam as well. And then the very last pool is just everything. It's whirlpool, it's jets, there's things flying up the ceiling.
It was quite calm, sat there just enjoying the view, and all of a sudden the jets came on and nearly blew Kath off the seat.
Give me a bit of a fright. I was like, what the heck is going on? But then once I knew what it was, just sat with my back to it for ages. Yeah, that was a really, really special experience, and for what, €6 something, we would highly recommend coming to this area and doing this.
So much better than the free one down the road.
Yeah, definitely worth a bit extra to do the one up here, I think, because the free ones down the road is all outside. But yeah, that just felt a bit special then. That was a really, really good experience. That was, yeah.
And having lived in the van for 4 years, you don't get out of a bath very often, so
no,
it's quite nice.
Actually, I love living in a van, and I wouldn't change my life for the full world. But I say it all the time, the only thing I miss is a bath, and it was just really nice to just soak in there in the hot water. Yeah, that was really special. Really, really enjoyed that. Sorry we couldn't show you more, guys, and thanks for understanding. Something else I noticed when we were over there as well, we rushed to get here during the daytime, but the spa is actually open until 10 p.m. most nights, and then I think 2 nights a week, though I can't remember which 2, it's open until 1 a.m. You can see all the pools have got lights, and sorry, I'm trying not to stand in puddles from yesterday's rain. You can see all the pools have got lights and things around them. I bet it's actually a really lovely evening experience. So, and there's also a cafe and a bar. They do a platos de dias, which was €6 something, which is just meal of the day. So I guess that changes every day or every couple of days. But yeah, bargain. Really, really enjoyable experience. We didn't do any of that as we're heading back for the dog, but yeah, we would definitely come back here. It's been a really, really enjoyable afternoon. Good morning. We've emptied our loo and topped up the water, and we've just stopped off at a fuel station. We're not empty, but it's $1.38 a litre here, which is pretty cheap for Spain. So we're just going to brim the tank here, and then today we are crossing the border into Portugal, which will be country 13 for van navigation. Yeah, unfortunately we've just had the news that there is a named storm hitting the Atlantic coast tonight, so it looks like the UK is going to absolutely get whacked with 100-kilometre-an-hour winds. It's not that bad down here, but there is a government warning for the weather, for winds and rains and high tides. So we're going to heed the warning, cross over into Portugal today, stay away from the coast, and kind of rivers and things like that. And we've got a couple of park ups that look like they're out in the open and not under trees and things, so we'll just go and check those out today and see what works best for us. Oh, well, slight change of plan. We stopped up at the fuel station just to top up the tanks, and the fuel attendant has broken Rachel's lockable fuel cap in half. They're the couple who are travelling with us. Yeah, that was not good, having the lockable part in your hand and then the inside part still in the fuel cap. Super Stu has come to the rescue, and he's managed to click it back together and get the fuel cap out, but now we're not wanting to put that fuel cap back in because it might lock again. So we've just come to Carrefour because we saw that they sold tyres and all sorts yesterday, but unfortunately they can't help us. There's a Ford dealership about a mile down the road, so we're going to head there now, and then fingers crossed we can get this sorted today, because yeah, that is just a bit of a pain in the ass really, isn't it? And yeah, it's all an adventure, eh? That's becoming our motto. I don't know about bad navigation hoodies. We're going to need some "it's all an adventure, eh?" hoodies, because I feel like that's all I ever say when things go wrong. So yeah, off to the Ford dealership we go. Thankfully it is a transit van, very common van on the road, so we'll all be able to sort this and it will be fine, because yeah, at the moment we're driving around very slowly and Rachel doesn't have a fuel cap.
And that's us back on the road. We went to the Ford dealer. Unfortunately, they would have had to have ordered the part in, so we'd have had to have hung around for a few days. So they had a look at a local garage and managed to find a universal fuel cap. So they've popped that on, which will keep them going until they can order the relevant part when they get back to the UK. So that's us now heading for the Portuguese border.
Wow, the mountains in this area are absolutely gorgeous, and all the low cloud and the kind of moody days kind of adding to it actually. Stunning. First time for Portugal. Woohoo! Wow, 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 what a beautiful drive. Oh, there's some big hills around us. Here we go, 300 metres to go. Oh, that's the hexagonal one, and then the pub's on the other side. So we're still in Spain. We'll stop stopping that on that side. So the old border posters here all graffitied up. Welcome to Portugal! Country number 13 for van navigation. Stu's just getting a sticker out to stick on the Portugal sign. Plenty of people have done it before us too. Ooh, exciting stuff. I think we're just going to look for something to pull over, somewhere to pull over here now. There we go. That's the sign for the brand new van navigation sticker. If you see it, if you're coming through behind us, we're just going to pull over up here.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're just going to pull over and take a minute now. But yes, that's us, country number 13. We are in Portugal.
We're in Portugal. Doesn't feel any different.
Sure, we always say
Hang on a minute,
this.
just going to Spain. Hello from Spain! And hello from Portugal!
We just pulled over at Cascata de Leonte, and for the first time in the last few days, the rainfall is on our side because it's made for a pretty beautiful scene.
I have a funny feeling that you're about to see lots of waterfalls. because this area is stunning.
It's going to be a day of waterfalls. Are you ready for it? Just to give you some idea of where we are, we've come over the border at the National Park Panera Geddes. Now I'm going to need to check. We've come over the border at Parque Nacional Peneda Gerres, if you were wondering where we are, to give you some idea of the location. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like a little natural wonderland here, just waterfalls and little streams and forests and stunning views over a reservoir and things down there that I can't quite catch on camera. So we're heading towards the next waterfall now, and then the plan is to get through all these forests and then to get to a safe park by the time the thunderstorms hit later. I mean, it must be great for hiking, but there are not many places to pull over to have a little look at these waterfalls. We're on we're on a little bit of land that isn't quite big enough for the 7.5 metre van, but we've managed to do it. So now we've just pulled up at Cascada de Laia. I'm not sure how they pronounce the J here in Portugal. We're not getting anywhere fast today because we've just stopped at the next corner where we've seen a viewpoint. So Mirador, here we come. Oh, big dogs barking in the garden behind us. At least they're behind a fence, eh? Rachel tells us there's wolves in this area. So yeah, that should be fun.
Well, the clouds are rolling in, but we've beat them. Let's hope we can see something at the top. Oh, up, up. Whoa.
Here's Mickey and Rachel coming down behind us. Oh wow, look at that view. Gosh.
Rain down there. Never a truer word spoken.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? There is no planet B, no matter what Elon Musk tries to tell you. We're 40 minutes from the park up, but the weather has most definitely come up the mountain to meet us.
We timed that just right. Just got back in the van and the heavens open.
Yeah, that was a nice little viewpoint, but yeah, lots of rain now. We were literally watching it from the reservoir, just moving towards us. Steady down the hill now, I think.
Very steady.
Another quick waterfall stop, we can't resist. Oh wow, look at this one. Woohoo! Wow, that's incredible. Well, of all the waterfalls we've stopped at today, I think this one is winning, and the rain has stopped. I've just walked down the hill a little bit so I can catch a bit more of the waterfall. And yeah, wow, that's some cascade today. I'm assuming the recent rain has really helped things along. I'm not filming and walking because yeah, you really need to keep your footing steady here, but I'm going to try and go down a bit further and see if I can get a bit more of it for you. Oh yeah, this is the shot. Hang on a sec. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh. I think I should probably stop now because I haven't told Stu where I was going. Oh wow, look at this. Another massive long drop beneath if I can get down to it before I head back up again. Wow, I don't even know if you can hear me. I can't hear myself think, the water's so loud. Oh wow. Yeah, no, well no, I better not go any further because Stu's going to lose me. But yeah, wow, that just keeps going down the mountain. That's incredible. How much further can I go? Oh, is that a viewpoint there? Let's go and have a look. Ah, no, I've come to a private property. Oh, and for sale. Do up a Stu when you see this for editing later. Oh wow. Oh, look at this though. Yeah, there's a big sign up there that says Bravado, and I've reached the fence, so that's the end of the road unfortunately, although this bit of land here does appear to be for sale, so I'm going to make my way back up before Stu throws himself in after me, a la Romeo and Juliet. He'll know I've gone exploring, he knows what I'm like. Found a Stewie. Here he is, looking very pleased to see me. Oh, well, that was quite a climb back up again. That was a bit hairy, that was. But yes, I'm fine. Stu was worried about me coming down to meet me there.
Yes, I walked back up to the top and said to the others, oh, where's Kath? And they said, oh, don't you see her? She's gone down further. So I legged it down there, panicking, because at the top there is this sign.
I was fine the whole time. I mean, you guys were with me, weren't you? I'm all right. Never on my own when you guys are following. Well, I think it's taken us nearly all day to drive to this park up because every time we come around another corner, there's something beautiful to see. What a lovely day it's been for a driving day. Oh, the sun's even trying to come out over there. But yeah, according to the weather forecast, the storm is due to hit in the next hour. So time to get to this park up and get safely parked up and wait out the night. Will that do you, love?
I think that'll do just nicely. Far enough away from any trees, far enough away from the edge to avoid any landslips. All we've got to do now is hope that we don't encounter too many wolves. Oh! Because apparently there's some here. No, apparently not.
It's one of them, isn't it? I'd love to see a wolf, but do you want to see a wolf? Well, that's been quite a big day because we've been doing a lot of driving and stopping off on the way. So, yeah, I think we're going to call this video to a close now.
Indeed we will. If you want to see what van life Portugal is really like, then you'll have to subscribe and carry on watching with us next week.
And we'll hopefully take you right down through Portugal, showing you both the inland and the coast. Exciting stuff. Let's hope this storm passes quickly. See you next week.
Take care.